talking about the relative aspect. So what distinguishes those two, I mean there's a lot of ways you could describe the differences, but one way of describing them is that the absolute is the unchanging aspect of, of everything. And the relative is the changing, what changes, what goes through some type of pattern of cycling of, anything that's not fixed in any way. Or not fixed, I guess fixed isn't a good word to describe the absolute, but so we're going to basically, there's two big categories to look at, and we're just focusing on one when we talk about yin and yang, and that's everything that changes. And everything that changes in phenomena, in nature, in our outer world, and everything that's changing in our inner world. So we can use the terms yin and yang to describe both of those things. And so really it's huge. I mean, it's just, if you start with all relative phenomena as like one big circle, and you divide it into two to try to understand it better, that's yin and yang. So basically, we're talking about two polar opposites. So we were talking about that a little bit yesterday with like hot and cold. Or let's name some. Anything.
Outward, female.
Outward, inward.
Feminine, masculine, up, down.
Feminine, masculine, up, down. Heaven, earth.
Sun, moon.
Sun and moon. Yeah, I mean really anything. Active,
Expanding,
passive.
contracting.
Expanding, contracting. I know the movement ones I think are really helpful actually for understanding how it is that it's moving, how is it changing, But really all of those are wet and dry, light and dark, night and day. So those are all kind of ways of talking about yin and yang. And so it's very important to remember that these are, I think we get into the habit of thinking that one of those extremes is fixed. Like there's some defining characteristic of hot that makes hot separate. Like, oh, this is hot and this is cold, but really they're totally inseparable. That we only understand one in relationship to the other. We can't really know what night is unless we know what day is. And they're always moving in and out of each other. So, always changing. Always changing. Very profound. Yin and yang are associated with the meridians. There's yin meridians, there's yang meridians. There's yin organs and yang organs. Yin and yang organs too. And just a quick, easy definition of those is that the yin organs tend to be, again, more dense, more substantial, more solid. They tend to have a function of storing, building, like the nutrient substances, our blood primarily, and everything that feeds and sustains us. Those are the yin organs. They're definitely considered to be the most vital, like the core aspect of our health, that yin aspect. We can't do without them. Anybody have an idea of example of some of those organs?
Spleen.
Spleen, heart, kidney, lungs, liver. Great! I think we just got them all. Yeah, I think we did. So then the yang organs, on the other hand, are considered, they're called hollow organs. They tend to be holding things, they're more involved with that transporting, moving things around. So they don't usually store things. Things aren't lingering too long in the yang organs. So what are things, if you think about the hollow organs, what are those like?
Definitely the heart.
Lungs.
Right? The heart?
No, the lungs are more dense.
Stomach.
Stomach.
Intestines.
Intestines, small and large.
Bones.
No, not an organ,
Not
technically.
organ, yeah.
Nose.
Bladder,
Is
gallbladder.
the heart what? What is heart?
Heart's a yin organ.
Oh, really?
Yeah.